So yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to another class for GAMPRG2. Today, very short lang na discussion. Um, we're gonna talk about yung timer manager, how to use it. Um, Tapos we're gonna talk about rin act, child actor components. So you could choose child actor components instead of depende yun sa ano, kung kamusta yung GAMPROG 1 nyo. Because usually, instead of spawning the actual actors, like yung obstacle and pickups on the tile, we would use child actor component. And then you change the class, and then we do this so that when you delete the tile, no, sasama rin agad yung mga components din. But again, if not, you could always use the spawn actor. But anyway, I'll show you that um, later on. Uh, yeah, yun lang naman. Short lang yung discussion. So, World Timer Manager. I'm not sure if nagamit nyo to back in GAMPROG 1. Siguro naman you did. But, uh, oops. Let's go create a timer manager. A timer. Sample lang. So I'll discuss it for a bit lang. So, wherever you have set timer by event, right? You have this. And what you need here, we have the event, meaning what's going to happen when the timer is after the seconds of delay. Ano mangyayari? Ito yun. You have this one. This is called the timer handle. The timer handle structure. We use this so that you can invalidate and clear a timer. So why would you do this? In case you have, let's say, a looping timer and you want to stop that loop, you would have to use this timer handle. So that if you want to stop the loop, you use the invalidate and clear, and the loop will stop. Okay. Of course, you have the other stuff like initial start delay and then variance. So I'll just show you how it works. In case you guys don't know. So pull up a variable. Let's call this timer handle. Right. Let's say for every zero point 0.5 seconds, custom event, we will spawn, no, we will print a message. Print string. Ah, better pa nga, let's put a number. So let's use append, and then let's say printed, and then let's put a count, just so we can see. This one, plus plus, and then here we go. Right? So every 0.5 seconds, it will print. Kita mo after play. So there's more than one. Okay. Ayan. So here's our printing. 10, 11, 12, etc. Now, if you want to clear it, let's put a delay here. Say 5 seconds. If you want to stop it, we would use clear and invalidate. Timer by handle. Right? So doing so, after 5 seconds, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wala na. So that's how to use yung timer handle in case you want to stop it, stop the delay. And of course, if you want a start delay, we change that. You'll notice that this event right here only uses a function or event that has no parameters. Always has been like that. There's no uh set timer. Let me just check by function. The same thing. So this is just functional, right? So it has no parameters. A good thing about C++ though, you have the choice of you're able to use parameters on your timer. So how do we do that? So creating the timer, it's literally the same thing. You just have to first get world timer manager, and then you have set oops, dot set timer, and then we have all of these. So what what I usually use here is mm, this well, no, this one. So timer handle, delegate, rate, uh, the rate, no, the loop, and the delay. So those what we usually use. So F timer handle. So like a while ago, we also have F timer handle. F timer handle. So in case you're not gonna like try to stop it midway, no, you can just create a new one here. So that will be for this one. And now, what is the delegate? The timer delegate is literally like the function this one, but you have multiple ways of setting it up. F delegate. Timer delegate, delegate. So what do we have here? We have delegate dot. Ayan, you have a lot of choices here. All these binds. So let's say bind u function. Ito muna. See bind u function, it needs a uh, object, meaning where is this happening? Oh, ba yun? Yeah. The name, literally the function name, and then the variables, the parameters. So it looks like set timer by function. It literally is like this. The thing though, it has also var types. Yeah, the parameters. So let's type that. So this and then the function name. So let's go create the function. Um, let's call this new function. So important. And then let's call it void print string. And then we have the message, the debug message. So G engine message. So key 1 second, F color, yellow, message, hello. Uh, um, or F so print string. So we will literally put print string. Sorry, not there. Here, print string. Right. So that is the function that I want to be called that I want to call. So delegate. Then how many seconds? How many seconds do you want? Let's say we make it delay for 2 seconds. Do we want to loop? False. And there. So we have a handle. In this case, I'm not looping it, and I don't want to set it and stuff. It's just here. Then the delegate, for me, it's the print string. This one. So let's try that out. While that's happening, any questions so far? None? Okay. So compile. We should finish compiling. And then let's just remove this from there. Ooh, where is this? This is demo actor. Let's play 1.5 seconds. Lorem Epson for 1 second. I'm not sure if you saw that. Again, world Lorem Epson. Right? So that's for no. Important here is that it needs to be a U function. If it's not a U function, it's not gonna work. Okay, so that's one. Another way is to use bind U object. So yung ganda nitong bind U object though is that you don't have to type out the, the string no of the whatever function you want to use. You can actually use um, the function. So in this case, again, it's happening here. And then what am I gonna call here? A demo actor print string. And then of course ampersand on the first part. Yeah. Compile it again. Play and norm ipsum. Right? Then if I want to use ito may parameter to. Let's say have an int value the int value lang. Int value. And then I'm gonna put it here. Let's see if this will work. Oh, no. Plus f string. Kailangan. F string int from int value. So you see it's now red because it has a parameter. So let's put a comma and then we put in whatever value you want. In this case, maybe I want to say 5. Compile. Play. No, norm ipsum 5. Okay. So you can put more. You can put more parameters if you want. You can make it even more. You can even use like other classes. No, in this case, let's say buggy. I want buggy actor. Uh, pwede. Sige. See buggy actor. Let's say you have a class, a buggy actor, actor. Don't forget to include it. Buggy act. And then this one has a buggy actor. Let's go use the name. Actor get name. So where am I going to get this? Where am I going to get the buggy actor? I'll just put u a u property. Edit anywhere. Class a buggy actor, a class reference. I know, an object reference. Remove class here. You could put it here. Remember, you can put the mga forward declaration up here. I'm just being lazy. Okay, fine. I'll do it. Okay, right. Then let's put here. What's actor again? This one. Okay. Let's see. Compile. We have a buggy actually. Oops. Function cannot be defined. It's already defined. Yeah, yeah. Um, other actor. Other actor. Is it here buggy actor? Okay, buggy actor is here. The buggy actor is there. Let me just put buggy actor in here. This is this one. It's literally this one. To show, I'm gonna press this. Okay. So if I press this, play, term ipsum, read the whole name. Yung nga lang ano, medyo mahaba siya. But it is the buggy actor. Okay? So you can use ano, you can use anything. You can use class, you can use int. Ayan. Questions, clarification? No? Okay. So besides bind object, we also have bind lambda. What's bind lambda? Bind lambda. Lambda is like a delegate, no? But it is within a function. As in, it's like having a function inside a function, right? What does lambda look like? Lambda, let me just check first. Yeah. To create the lambda, we have this and this. The first part is what you want to carry on inside here. In this case, maybe let's put an integer here. Int value is equal to 5. Example lang, like a int. But let's say you had maybe a class, a a variable, a local variable in the function. You can put it in here. Putting it in here means I'm able to call it here. Without this, it doesn't know what it is. So you're like kind of passing this value inside this function, right? Then we can do print string again. Print string, we have value. Ah, right. We need, since it also doesn't know that it's also happening here. So we can also put a ampersand. Can you put an ampersand? Hold on, let me double check something. Yeah, okay. Ampersand, if it's within the whole script naman. Yes. you can use ampersand. But if you want a specific one, you can just type in the that specific parameter. But anyway, value, let's go do print string. Print string, and then let's say value, and then this one, since I have a actor here, actor. Okay, so what I did here, I created the function. This is the function, the delegate. It literally is just print string. This one here, we can put a, if you want to pass down a value, using ampersand will include everything in the script. So let's try that out. So now it should be, I want to include the number. So let me just put f string int value. There. Let's play. And you have that. 0. 0 value. 5. Okay, yeah. So you need to make it like this. Again, ampersand so that I can call the print string. Without it, it doesn't know where this print string even is. Ampersand. Okay. Questions, clarifications on this using bind lambda. None. Okay. So, ayun. Again, if you want, you can use the handle here. You have handle dot invalidate. If you want to invalidate, you want to make it stop. Just call it. Me put it here means it's supposed to run, no? After 2 seconds, but since I invalidated it before this even happened, voila. It won't print anything. Oh, I invalidated it. Hold on. Get world timer manager. Clear timer. Sorry. Clear timer. Yeah. Ayan. So, di siya mag-run. So, you use clear timer. Like that. Not just invalidate. Okay. So, that's the timer manager. So, it's a pretty useful one compared to just the timer of Unreal. Unreal hanggang empty, like no parameters at all. So that's the reason why it's more superior. All right. Sige. What else? Yeah. So that's the timer manager. Next up, I'll teach you child actor component. Okay. So usually, let me just clear this. How people code it, no? how people code it or code yung thing nila. Let's do it in. Where do you want to do it? Okay, demo actor. Demo actor. Instead of this one, I'll say T subclass of actor class. What people will do is they have a T array here, T array of either a buggy actor, the no, with a pointer, meaning it will be a list of instance or instantiated buggy actors or whatever the actors are, actor objects. They will do this so that, let's say, their spawn function void spawn function void spawn. They will do is a buggy actor spawned actor is equal to get world spawn actor a buggy actor and then actor class f transform f vector. Let's just say 0, 0, 0. Right, and then after that they would do like actor objects not add spawned actor. So what are you gonna do with this? What they'll do with this here, they will then here, virtual void destroy override. So destroyed, this function here is called when the actor gets destroyed. So destroyed, and then you'll do like for oops, for a buggy actor, meaning I'm going through a for loop. Um, actors in actor objects. I'm gonna go through it and then if is valid actors destroy. So they'll do this. So that's one way. Each time they spawn. Uh let us make that work. Spawn. Oh wait. After this, they will even spawn actor attach to actor and then who's the actor? This. What's the attachment rules? F attachment F attachment transform rules. Once you transform rules, F what do you have? E attachment rule. E attachment rule. Keep this one up to you. I would say keep relative. And then false for sorry. False for the welded bodies. Ayan. So they'll do this. Spawn. They literally spawn the actor, attach it to the actor, put it in a T array, and then when destroying the actor, I would iterate through the T array. Because without this, right? Without this, so let's do that. Let me also put a delay here. Get world timer manager set timer f Timer handle. Is this possible? No. F timer handle. And the delegate. The delegate. I don't know. You know what? I feel like this works. Yeah. And then F timer delegate. Mm, yeah, I don't want to do this outside. Delegate. My delegate will be up up bind lambda. This oops. Actually bind new object. This destroy. A demo actor destroy false. Is this false? Hold on, huh? Let me just double check this. Can I not just do this? Do you really want? Oh, I just overload. Okay, lambda nga no? Bind lambda. I'm just doing this so I can destroy it. No. Delegate. How many seconds? 4 seconds. Works. Yeah. Anyway, compile. And then let me just put this here. Okay. So do you see what's happening right here? Um, These are demo actor. I said that on begin play, I will spawn a buggy actor, attach it, and then add it to this array. So if I press play, you'll notice BP demo actor has a buggy actor attached to it. But you'll notice that after 4 seconds and deleting the demo actor, the buggy actor remains. That's usually the problem for others. That's why we sometimes do this so that when the object is destroyed, in this case, this one, destroyed, we check for the actor objects, and then if it is valid, actor destroyed. And then we go there. So wala na. Wala na yung buggy actor. So that's one way. So if you want to skip this part, there's an easier, there's a way for it. There's a way for that. So you would be like a child actor. Oh, let me include that first. Include components, child actor component. A child actor. No, you child actor component is equal to new object. You child actor component. So we created a new object called uChildActorComponent. Why aren't we using this? Oh, not here pala. Why aren't we using this, no? Create default sub object. So see, create default sub object is only useful for um within the constructor. Outside of it, di na siya nangyayari. Right, so this is the new object. New object, and then component attach to component. So what will I attach this to? Get root component, meaning I'm getting the root component, and then I will just register it. Register component. All right, so important. This one attach the root component. E attachment rule. Keep relative. No, you don't want to use that. F attachment transform rules. Keep relative. And then the thing is, after this, you need to do set actor, set child actor class, set child actor class. This will be the actor class. That is this one. Oh, sorry, the piece of class of that we created. Okay, so that's what this literally just happened. You have a new object, attach it to the component, register it, important, and then this is where I set it. If you want to get the child actor, the class mismo, ito, you can have like in case no, a actor, bug actor is equal to component get child actor, and then cast it. Cast to a buggy actor. Okay. So depende. If you need to like call something within the class that you're creating, you can do this. In this case, I'm not really calling anything. I could. What do I have buggy? Buggy actor. I could on exited if I wanted to. Did I teach this? No. No. I didn't. Okay. All I did, attach new object, attach, register, set child actor class. If I press play, oh wait, let me turn this. Well, I don't need to turn this off naman. I didn't add anything. Press play. Oops. I may have coded something wrong. I did it. Or maybe I did. Pause. Yeah, I think I did. Hold on. A demo actor. Did I set here? BP buggy actor. Let's do the register on the very end. Attach to component. New object. New object. I did. Wait, no. Let me double check. Here's this. Explore. Set of attachment. Ah, set of attachment. My bad, my bad. Right. And this. Set up attachment. Where do I want to attach? To the root component. Okay. There we go. Here's our demo actor. Inside it is our buggy actor. So it's connect. They are attached to each other. So I press play, and diba, delete ko siya. The whole thing gets deleted, including the child actor. So I will do this if I need to dynamically add like components, no, or attach something to the object, and I don't have to add them to an array pa, just so I can delete them later on. Hindi na kailangan. So it's not really like I'm not sure you would use it all the time, but it's good to know that. So it codes it in a very different way. New object, well, setup attachment. We all use this. New object, setup attachment, set child actor class, and then register. Without the register, it can't understand these parts. Right? Questions? Clarification? None. Okay. Uh, Sige. There's no questions. Technically, yun lang naman for today. Remember, next week na yung um, submission ng lahat, no? If you don't submit everything, then that'll be a problem. Try to submit as soon as you can so that I can also check it. Mahirap if lahat kayo nag-submit sa dulo. I'm not gonna be able to check everyone's at the very last minute. Okay? So again, next week. Let's hear. Next week on the 27th. I will check. I'll be checking within the week naman. I'll be checking. Actually, starting tomorrow pa nga eh. I'm gonna be checking yung mga submissions. So for isa lang ata yung nagsasubmit. So, there's that. Okay? So next week, please do submit. Submit as soon as you can. So in case that there's a problem with your code, you have time to change it before the deadline. All right. Then next week we'll discuss it in yung next project nyo para tuloy-tuloy na yan. 3, 10, 17, 34, 1, 8, 15. 7 weeks. That's enough time. All right. So again, if there are no questions, feel free to message me in case you have any questions while you're working on your project. Um, we can have some live consultations, but you just have to let me know ahead of time so we can uh, I can put it in my schedule. Right? So yeah, that's it for today. You guys can go and enjoy your night. And again, um, it's due next week, so please, peace of it. Okay? So yeah, that's it. You guys can go.
Thank you, sir.
Sure.